Welcome back to Home and Healing with Cherie Dominique, your sanctuary for faith, femininity, and emotional restoration. Girl, it's been a while. But if you're new here, hey and welcome. And if you are returning, hey girl, hey. We have so many things to catch up on. So go grab your coffee or tea, light your candle. Maybe I should light mine, and let's come on in here and get started. It's been a while, and we're just going to have this candid conversation today. I don't even have a topic, but I knew that I needed to come on here and check on in because life is lifing. We're here, so we're going to experience life and all of the ebbs and flows of life. And so I just wanted to show you proof that I am still pushing through. I will continue to push through. But yes, life is lifing. There are so many things to unpack. I won't get into all of the details about it, but I will say there has been a combination of work and work complexities, with basically just scheduling and availability to home life, with children and all the things. During this time, I've been nurturing myself. It's kind of like it was a cute little assignment that we did in my last work opportunity, I like to call it, where we selected a name that we handpicked from a bowl, and that name that was on the star card was our name for the year, right? It was that thing that we believe God was sharing or showing us in the season that we're in. And so without looking at the names in the bowl, I shook the bowl up and I picked out nurture. I have a magnet on it because it's on my fridge, but nurture. That's what I picked out, and I believe that's what chose me. And this word resonated with me deeply because I knew that in 2025, I neglected nurturing myself. In fact, many of you know, and I hate to keep sharing this over and over and over, but it is my truth, my experiences. But my mom and dad passed away 4 months of each other in 2025. So the start of 2025 in February, mom passed, June, dad passed. So obviously I'm grieving and still grieving to this day. And just doing all of the things with being a parent and, raising children and going through all of the complexities of their upbringing and all the things that they're going through that they need, I lacked. I did not give myself the things that I needed, and I kept running on empty, burning myself out, overextending myself, overexerting myself at times, and feeling very emotionally and sometimes physically exhausted, to the point where I had to reset a boundary. And that boundary looked like I am unavailable for certain things. I'm available most certainly for certain people. I'm available for certain activities or opportunities because I really truly had to pour back into myself. And I think that through those experiences I've had, I was trying so hard to show up my normal self and trying so hard to be this woman that I envisioned myself to be, that I desired to be, but I just wasn't any longer, or at least not at that time. So it wasn't until most recently, maybe in the last few months, that I learned how to step into my soft life season. And I don't even want to call it a season. I stepped into my soft life because I have always been in fight or flight mode, in that survival mode where I've had to be hard and I had to be dominant in some ways. And I am now learning how to be soft and to be in my femininity, right? And really healing from a place of love and gratitude, and not in a place from being deprived or being resentful, if that makes sense. Like, I am not resisting. I am truly welcoming this new chapter in my life. And old seasons and cycles are broken, and I am creating this new trajectory of my life where I desire to see myself, where I envision myself to be. It's because of who I am and the work that I've done in order for me to manifest that or come into fruition of that or to align with that. So that is where I am. I am evolving. I am elevating in ways that brings a lot of purpose and joy and fulfillment back into my life. And it doesn't mean everything is all perfect and I don't have, things that I am taking care of that can, cause me to pull my hair out. But it's learning how to understand the assignment. And that assignment doesn't stop because life is happening. It doesn't stop. It may pause, it may slow down, but it's never throw in the towel and quit. I just can't quit on myself. I just can't quit on the purpose that God has placed on the inside of me. I can't quit on the things of God. I can't quit on the assignment that He has given me. I just can't do it. Maybe it'll sit me down for a season. Maybe I have to recalibrate, but I will not just don't want it. Don't want it. When I said yes to this is real. This is raw. And no matter what, I am in it for the long haul until my assignment is done. One thing or two things that I've been nurturing in this season of life is plants, and I've been nurturing pets. Of course, I'm nurturing myself. I'm practicing a lot of self-care, and I reset some disciplines in my life, and I am nurturing my children as always, but I am really pouring into other things that brings a lot of life and joy into my space, into my home where I'm healing. I've been buying plants left and right. I will probably show you a couple of plants before we end this video of new plants that I just purchased a couple of months ago that I love on. And you all know my pets, Rocco and Frankie. And they just bring me a lot of joy in my life, and it gives me other things to take care of. Other ways I'm nurturing myself is spending time with myself with self-care. And self-care to me doesn't mean I have spa treatments every week or every month. It means I am disciplining myself with the way that I am moving about throughout my life, throughout my day. It also means, recharging and renewing my mind to the things of God and the things that I desire that are healthy for me. It means creating boundaries and sticking to them and knowing when to say no to things or say no to people, and when I ought to say yes to myself and myself alone and not feel guilty about that. Like, self-care is more about, nurturing myself mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and physically. If you are going through some grief in this season of your life, or even some challenges in life, or maybe you've overcome some traumatic experience, some toxic relationship, something that almost took you out of here, how are you nurturing yourself? How are you pouring back into yourself and giving yourself life and giving yourself the purpose that you started with? What are some of the steps that you're taking, and what are some of the practices that you're doing on a daily basis that is realigning you to the purpose and plan that God has for you? I want you to drop it in the comments so that we can talk about it, and so that we can find some inspiration, even raise some awarenesses about our own lives, and even do some self-reflections on things that will help us get to that next place that we are supposed to be. Drop it in the comments. This healing journey sometimes feel isolated, and it feels like this personalized, customized, individualized journey, but in all actuality, it is a healing journey where multiple people are on at the same time. And it may not be that we're all at the same place, but we're all going through something, and sometimes very similar. And if we just open up our mouths, and if we just learn how to connect and communicate, we will discover and understand that we are more alike than not. And we have more to contribute to each other than not. And we have more to be supportive of than not. So I'm hoping that this community is bringing us all together in this sacred space so that we can heal at home and be the version that we desire to be. So before I end this video, I want to thank you again for watching and being a part of this community. And if you like today's video, make sure that you drop down and subscribe. Don't forget to turn the notifications on, because I'm back. I am gradually coming back so I can be more consistent. But if you like to see something on this channel that I have not covered, a topic, a conversation, an exercise, whatever it is that you are really liking about watching videos or vlogs, let me know in the comments. I love for you to be a part of this community. And thanks again for watching. Make sure that you follow on all platforms. And before we go, let me show you my new babies. I'm talking about my plants. I have to name them. And maybe after you see them, you can help me name them too. Okay? I been had her, but she is just unique all by herself. Just look at her tall, lanky self. We're going to have to name her. Why I'm hearing Patricia, I don't know. But I had her for a little minute. But yeah, we need to name her. This is the new one that I had for about 2 months now. She is thriving. And I have to give her a name as well. And then I have my Peace Lily back that, look at her. Just look at her hair. Like her hair, look, I call everything hair, y'all. But her hair is just sprouting out, okay? But I gotta name her too. So that's my Peace Lily. And I forgot what this one is called. But those are the two. And let me show the other one. And this baby is my foliage that I had for a few months. And I have to name her as well. But she's doing really good right here. Nice and cute and not even a lot of sunlight. But she thrives. Now you've seen her before. And look at how she's doing. She is doing so beautifully. And I love her right here. All right, I have this new baby right here. I just got her a couple of months ago. I absolutely have to name her. She's by like my coffee bar. And she is just so cute. So y'all help me. Help me down in the comments. And I will see you all on my next video.